Hey everyone, let me start by taking the time to thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this video about how I create what has turned out to be the most popular video I put out of the various ones in my newsletter each week to the community at large, telling everybody what goes on in our school. The title of this video each week is Our Story, because that's exactly what it is. It tells the story of our school through the eyes of our students, staff, and everybody else. I take what people put on Twitter to our common hashtag WHPantherPride. The first thing you want to do if you're in a school is to get a common hashtag if you want to do something like this. So I take all of those tweets, and once I collect them, I screenshot them so that I have them as pictures, and then I create a video with them. And the software I use to do that is WeVideo. So the first thing you want to do is go to wevideo.com, and you're going to want to create an account, or if you already have one, you're going to want to log in. Now, I already happen to be logged in, so I'm going to go to my dashboard, which once you log in is the first place you go. And you'll notice that you have the different aspects in front of you. You can go right to create new, and this video here reminds me, it's one in a long string of them from my son, who when he started using WeVideo was 11. He's 12 now. But it's so easy to use that my 11-year-old used it. And now, actually, my 9-year-old has been using it. It's intimidating at first, but once you see and practice, it goes very easy. So this is my dashboard. It also gives you projects, media, exports. So as you click through these, you have access to all the different pieces. As you can see, my 9 and 12-year-old have been working on that. And then exports, ones that you've exported. You can see all these Our Stories that I use, and I use it for different video messages I give. So on to the nuts and bolts of this. You want to hit Create New. Once you do that, it starts working in the background. Now you can pick anything you want. You can pick a horizontal setting. Now watch the picture in the middle of the device there, and it tells you what it's good for, what platform it's good for. You can use the vertical, or you can use the square. Now, when I'm doing this, I typically use the square because I find it's easiest to fit to most of the tweets that go out there. You hit Start Editing, and now they will give you stock videos and so forth. You'll see it starred here. A lot of your resources are going to be in here. You have 3 tracks. You have 2 video tracks, and you have an audio track. You don't usually need to go much more than that, but if you want, you can add video tracks. If you go to this, you have the stuff that's already there, and you get the chance to upload. You can import media. Now, typically, I do text, so I hit Import Media, you hit Browse to select, and I go to where my screenshots are, and I select it from there. But what I'll do, because I believe if I go down far enough, I have these here from previous ones I've done. So all you have to do is select one, and I won't do a ton for the sake of simplicity, but just go down to whatever you want to go down to, or the beginning or anything like that, and hold your shift down, select it, and then all you have to do is grab them, pull them down, and put them on your video line. Now, the interesting thing is it's going to offer you this option, which you have the ability to do this later on if you want to change it. But it tells you how many seconds you want to use. Typically, I use 4 seconds, and I also don't apply that animation, the Ken Burns effect, to all the photos. You know, that animation where it slowly floats across the screen? Sometimes I'll do it, but for Our Story, I don't. That way people can read the tweet easier, because quite often the picture is worth 1,000 words, but the tweet is interesting and lets those who are outside of the school realize what's going on. So you hit Done. It automatically formats it for you, and so that you have each one. And now you'll notice this didn't get the full picture. So once I load them all in, what I do is I double click them. If you double click the picture, it gives you this screen, and it'll give you others, but this is the important one. You make sure you fit the whole thing, and then, so at least I like in my preview pane here, so I don't have this negative space, what I do is I blur the background, and that takes the slide, the colors from the slide, and blurs them out so that you have that. You hit Save Changes, and I end up usually doing that with all of them. Now, just so you can see what kind of time I'm talking about, and I usually do that. I'll go back and do this first one because I tend to do it with all of them so that I get that unified look, because I tend to be picky about things like that. So um, as you can see, you go through each one, and it really doesn't take you that long. It's kind of more mind-numbing than anything, and that's one that didn't get cropped. So what I'll do is, and I'm actually glad, I'll take that, and that one didn't get cropped and not entered for some reason. I just take it and get rid of it. I click there, I select them all, and I move it there. So I won't do the rest of them, but so you get the idea. And you'll notice on each of these, they can put their other hashtags, but hashtag WHPantherPride has to be on all of them because that's how I collect them in an efficient way. Going back to all our tools over here, it gives you text options. Now, you don't have to do text. I do to introduce the video. But when you click on it, it will show you in the preview pane, as you can see to the right, exactly what it does. And it gives you all kinds of options of how it enters, how it leaves, and so forth. So whatever really works for you, and there's different ones with different pictures, colors. One of the ones I use is this one. And now here's the other beauty. When you put it in, you can trim to fit it so it fits, or you can insert and push all the others out of the way. I'll just hit trim to fit for now. I double click it because I don't want it to say that. I want it to say what I want it to say. And so you go to up here to the speech part and your primary text. I always have it as our story. And the second one is we are the Whitman-Hanson Regional High School Panthers. And so what I do is our colors are black and red. So I change the colors. So the writing's red. The background's black. I just want to blur that line a little bit, but let everybody know it's there by doing a gray. You can also change the font. You have all kinds of different selections. I usually use Play Ball. And at the end, I do another series like that. Always remember to hit Save Changes. I take others and I put them at the end, and I use it to drive traffic. I give like my Twitter address. I remind people that our story continues so they come back and see it. But basically, my movie is just about ready to go. I can preview it just by hitting this, and you'll see how it starts. You have your counter, and then as it goes, each one plays. Now, where would we be without music? But that's okay, because then we go to our music tab up here again. And it gives you all kinds of different music. It gives you sound effects, which I don't really use for these videos. And I have premium music because I have an upgraded account. There is plenty of good free music that you can pick. None of this music will play over my voice, but as you click it, it gives you a sample of it. You take it, you pull it down, and you put it on your audio track. Now, you can see here, and this won't always be the case, that the music is much longer than the video. That's okay, because everything is just click and drag. You grab it, and you put it to the end. Or if you put text at the end or anything like that, you can do that. And now, as this scrolls through the pictures, you have music playing, and everything is good to go. That simple. You go up and hit finish. You title it. I'll put, let's see, screencast example of WeVideo. set the title. You can do, I always leave it video with audio. I always go to 1080. You pick whichever thumbnail you want. This isn't what I'm going to use, but I guess I'll use that one for now. Or actually, I'll leave it black. And then you hit export. And then as soon as it exports, you're good to go. It sends you an email to the email that you signed up with. You take it and you can download it and then put it up on YouTube and use it. Now, this works really simple, like you saw. As soon as you get it, it won't send it to me right away. It's usually fairly quick, but I'm not going to sit on a video and make you wait while it downloads. So you can see how easy this is, and the interaction you get with it is great. Like I said at the beginning, it's quickly become the most popular one we do. You can see it's moving right along. Now, if you want an example of one of these when they're done, so you can see the music behind them, you can see all the writing that I put in them. It's really only 4 extra slides of text I put in so that people can see it, and it's animated. Go to https://youtu.be/JAVARMT4PGQ. There's a mixture of uppercase and lowercase, so you have to pay attention to that and catch that if you want to go see it. But this is the link for it. So if you go there, you will see that that's posted on my YouTube channel, and you can catch it there and see it with the music and with the writing. Thank you very much for taking the time. I appreciate it. I hope this showed you how valuable WeVideo is as a tool. It's simple to use, and as a matter of fact, just one last thing is that teachers saw I was putting videos like this together, and there are a couple teachers that picked it up and started using the free version of things going on in their classrooms and then posting them on Twitter. It's very powerful, very easy, and people get excited about it. Once again, thank you very much, and happy WeVideoing. I hope you have a great time with it and put out some awesome stuff.